I wanted to quickly do the story of Masai Ujiri. He's the president of the Raptors. And in 2019, as the Raptors were beating the Golden State Warriors for the championship, he went down to the court to try to celebrate with his team. And an altercation ensued. And we didn't really know what happened. And there was a bunch of talk on both sides. And we'll get to the claims of the sheriff's deputy that ends up shoving him. But it looks like I think it's Masai's legal team released body cam footage of the deputy that shoved him. And let's just watch this.
Wow. I mean, that is incredible. It is completely, not surprising now that we know what we know about the police, but now that we've seen this footage, I mean, he actually gave this police officer more than I think most people would have in terms of the chance to. He lets him push him twice before he even gets angry.
He was handing him his credentials too.
Yeah, he was literally pulling his credentials out. And I'm going to share a couple more tweets here, screenshots. In February, Strickland filed a federal lawsuit against Ujiri, the Raptors, Maple Leafs Entertainment, and the NBA, alleging Ujiri shoved him so hard on the court that he suffered physical injuries to his head, jaw, chin, and teeth. Strickland also filed a workers' comp claim, alleging Ujiri circumvented the security. Again, we can see him pulling his credentials out in the clip. And then tried to storm the court and hit him in the face and chest with both fists. Strickland also claimed Ujiri had a violent predisposition. Look at just the lie of and acted with an evil motive amounting to malice. We'll continue here. Strickland alleged he suffered a shock of injury to his nervous system. And then we also have this note. Strickland's past criminal history is also troubling, legal analyst said. In March, KTVU broke an exclusive story revealing that in 1994, Strickland was arrested and later convicted of insurance fraud. Now, insurance fraud is not nearly as bad as lying as a cop when you've done something like that. And I just think it's amazing. Masai Ujiri, like the C-suite of the NBA, right? Like president of the Raptors, gets profiled by this psycho who, like, history of fraud, become a deputy. Yeah, of course. And I mean, man, just that his willingness and I guess confidence to lie that just severely in an arena of like a major sporting event where there's all these HD cameras, you're wearing a body camera. It tells you the problem of lying in cops is much bigger than this individual. They know that they can participate in this culture that gets them off.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it. But I also wonder how much of it is that he recalled doing those things, but just didn't see anything wrong with it. Like it's just ingrained that it's completely natural for a police officer to shove whoever they want, to treat anyone however they want. They're the law, and you have to respect their authority. And that's just that I'm sure it's a combination of both. I'm sure he's lying, and also as he goes through the events in his head, he sees absolutely nothing wrong with what he did. But just the idea that he, again, for people who are listening to the podcast, the president of the Raptors walks up and he's taking out his credentials, and the cop stops him, which fine at first, but before he even gets a chance to finish pulling out his credentials, the cop really hard pushes him back. And the president of the Raptors sort of just looks at him like confused, approaches him again with the credentials fully out now. So now you're thinking, okay, if the first part of it, if you want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt, the first part of it's done, credentials completely out, everything should be, oh, I'm sorry for doing that, go ahead. No. The officer once again violently pushes the president of the Raptors back and then like curses him out and yells at him. And the president of the Raptors completely level-headed. And then at that point, after the second push and then giving the cop a second to curse him out, he gets a little bit upset, which I think anyone would have.
Yeah. The cops are motherless swine. They lie all the time. That is very normal for them. And the media reports it often quite credulously. So I'm glad, at least in this one instance, we have proof that they're lying.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking to watch, like Masai's, the look of recognition as he understands what's happening on his face. Like, Masai gets, you reach at your moment of triumph, you win, your team wins the NBA championship. You're trying to go onto the court to celebrate with them, and you have a massive racial abuse of power by a fucking cop.